What's up, party people? It's your boy Rodney Perry. This is a new old school joint I got going right now. It's called 5 Quick Questions. I've decided to go through my Rolodex, go to my dopest friends and family, and pull them in for 5 quick questions. We will not be rocking you all day, but you will be talking to some dope people, man. Today, my man, Mr. Legend himself, the most quotable man in America. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. The Business Bully.
How are you? What up? I ain't got no complaints, Uncle Rodney. I'm just happy to be here. Very happy to be here, my friend.
Are those braids?
Yeah, this is me going through my midlife crisis. I done got my Pop Smoke lock braids in.
Yo, is that free form?
No. My locks are still my locks. These are all braided up though, but you know, it's like Dookie braids with my actual locks.
Yo, awesome. Well done. First of all, man, we've been friends for quite some time.
Yes, sir.
When I decided to create this show, I wanted to talk to my guys that are very busy, my friends and family that are very busy, and just to pick their brain a little bit. So
Mm-hmm.
with that, I've already asked you 2 questions, but those don't count. All right, you're the business bully.
Yes, sir.
You specialize in so many different things. You're an author. You're an entrepreneur. You're funny. You're a comedian.
Yes, sir.
Question number 1, Bully. What job do you love the most?
Wow. Job I love the most is being a father.
Mm-hmm.
Like above all else, man. Like you have it in Hollywood, and you'll understand this being in entertainment like 5 times as long as I have. You know that, you know, the ego, because people love you. Oh, I love you, so wonderful. Let me take a picture. Da, 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 da. There's nothing. I have literally stood in an arena with my name in lights that the Sixers play in, and I have heard the roar of that crowd. But I come off the road and I walk into this house, and my 10-year-old child will come down the steps and barrel towards me like she has not seen me in 50 years. And the amount of true, genuine love that I get from that, watching her grow, you know, getting to be a husband, being a father to also an adult child. Like, best job in the world is me being a steward of my family, man. I love being a father and a husband.
You know what? I like the way you add that little husband at the end. Well done.
Listen, I'm skinny out here. I want to make sure these hoes know I don't want no problems, because my wife will hit you with a bat. I don't.
Hey, everybody knows that Mrs. Anderson is violent. All right. Question number 2. You are the business bully.
Yes, sir.
What's the business book everybody praises, but you think it's trash?
Wow, the book I wrote that everybody praises that I
not your book, but the business book. The book that everybody say you gotta read.
Oh my God, I've got a list, but I'll just give you one. There's a book called The 10X Rule by Grant Cardone.
Okay.
It's easy to tell somebody to do 10 times more when they don't even know how to do 1X. So trying to tell them to just do 10 more of the same thing. Listen, you can stay on a treadmill for 10 times as longer. You're still not winning a marathon. You have to give people a little bit more substance. It sounds cool if you're doing a Kobe Bryant Adidas commercial, but in actual practical application, I think the book leaves a lot to be desired. But again, you know, that's my opinion. But people love that book. I'm like,
They let you down. All
a
right.
little bit.
Yo, if hustle had a sound, what would it sound like?
A deflating balloon.
Wow.
Hustle in and of it.
Give me that.
Hustle in and of itself has become something you put on a sweatshirt. It's become something that people say they're doing. I'm on my corporate hustle. I'm hustling to get it. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm hustling. Listen, the hustle is a dance. God don't want no hustlers in the kingdom. And the truth of the matter is, Every single step is intricate. Every decision you make is precise, and you have to start weighing your decisions. I used to run out here, and you know this because you know me since I was a young man. I would say, all right, listen, I'm going to go jump off this cliff, and I'm going to just build my wings on the way down. That's what hustlers do. You can prevent a whole lot of nonsense by just taking a step back, assessing the situation, and then moving deliberately. I would rather take 5 steps back while you run ahead and then fall in a ditch than be able to then pass you because I saw that there was a ditch there because I took my time. And so the sound of hustle is literally a balloon deflating, because when you get the air let out of that thing and you don't know how to hustle your way out of the hole you done dug yourself in, ain't enough hustle to get you there. You know what I'm saying? So for me, that's the sound a hustler makes.
I love that. Hey, my name is Rodney Perry. This is 5 Quick Questions with David Anderson. David.
Yes, sir.
The business bully.
That's me.
You're dropped in a random city with $100. How are you going to flip it in 24 hours?
Oh, that's simple. First of all, everybody in the random city has a gas station. There's a BJ's or something like that. I'm going to go get me a $5 cooler. Okay. And I'm going to get $4, maybe $6 worth of ice. Everything else at that point is water and cheap soda. And I'm standing on the road and I'm selling them for $1 to $2 a pop. And I've done that. I've literally on Roosevelt Boulevard in Philadelphia, when I didn't have any money and I lost my security job, I would get up like I was going to my security job every day. My wife didn't know until I told this story. And I would go to a gas station and I would take, $100, and I would come back with $500, $600, $700 for the day selling waters and sodas on the boulevard.
So what I'm hearing, David, there is no reason, no excuse for anything that we were going through.
No, because here's the thing. Money is a result of deliberate action. It's never the goal. It's an afterthought. And so there's always a way. But what happens is when we get down on ourselves, when we listen to that horrible inner voice telling you, you ain't no good, you can't do this, things are hard, you're a loser, you should just go back to that regular job, we begin to believe that. And what you believe will manifest. What you focus on will grow. So if you focus on solutions and you focus on taking deliberate, massive action, money is bound to come. If you stay in a rut, if you stay in an emotional wreck state, you can't possibly build from a wreck without clearing the debris.
Wow. Hey, I'm Rodney Perry. This is 5 Quick Questions with the great David Anderson, the business bully. You can catch him on Instagram at the business bully. The website, what's the website, Dave?
Businessbullyshow.com.
Love it, man. You got TV, you got TV networks, you got books, you're author,
yes, sir.
And you're absolutely an entrepreneur. Here's question number 4. What's a lie people love to tell about entrepreneurship?
Everybody can't do it. Because you've never in your life heard anybody say, everybody can't go get a job. But there's a whole bunch of people who are unemployed. So you believe the same premise on a different lie. So when you say everybody can't be an entrepreneur, if it wasn't for entrepreneurs, you'd never have a job. Not to mention, this is a corporation that cosplays as a country. And if you understood that this is a corporation, corporations are in the business of making money, then you would understand that you get certain tax benefits for being an employer versus being an employee. So everyone chooses not to be an entrepreneur, but if you want to make certain tax breaks, if you're mad that Donald Trump or Elon Musk or Bill Gates or whoever isn't paying taxes, what they are doing is stimulating the economy to get other people to pay taxes, because entrepreneurs sign the front of the checks and not the back of the checks. You want to make more money because you're asking for a salary, meaning you're trading your time and your skills and your talents for money, but you don't want to make more money by developing maximum skills and systems in order to make it happen. Everybody can be an entrepreneur. And if it was that difficult, then you have to explain there's a kid named Ryan who's 12 years old, who doesn't manufacture anything, but makes $30 million a year reviewing other people's toys on YouTube.
Wow. That's awesome. David Anderson, 5 Quick Questions. Okay, I got a question and a half left.
Yes, sir.
If you were a rapper, what would your stage name be? And what would your debut album be called?
Wow. So, true story. I actually have a rap stage name, and it was given to me by Ice-T.
Okay, get to me.
My rap name is Backwards McGillicuddy. right? And the reason was, now keep in mind, this is before, I've never told this story publicly. Ice-T's gonna kill me for this. But before GPS was a thing, I had to pick him up in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina to do a show in Wilmington, North Carolina. And I would get lost. You had a little map thing that you print out. And I'm in this PT Cruiser, the radio station had a PT Cruiser, and we get lost. He's like, man, you backwards McGillicuddy. Man, if you ever rap, that's your rap name. You backwards McGillicuddy. So if you ever run into IC, be like, yo, what's up with backwards McGillicuddy? He be like, yo, South Carolina, me and Coco, the final level, man. We was it took us an hour and a half to get someplace that was 30 minutes away, man. Backwards McGillicuddy. And my first album would be exactly what my most popular book would be, which is pitch, close, upsell, repeat, because that's all we're doing in life. We're pitching ourselves to other people. We're closing deals. We're trying to upsell, trying to get to the next level, and then we're repeating that process. And I think that's what we do in absolutely every aspect of our lives.
I love it. His name is Dave Anderson. He's our guest. Name of the show is 5 Quick Questions. We had 5, Dave. Finally. Right. I'm at 6. I'll throw it in the bonus.
It's all right.
What is rich?
Wow. Rich is a myth, but I will tell you what it means to me.
Okay.
Being rich is not ever have to worry about, you can put something in your belly, if a light will come on when you flip it, if the phone will ring when you dial it, and if you want to go somewhere, you can get there. I think as long as your needs are met and the people that you love are happy, you are the wealthiest person in the world. And Americans, even the poorest, most bum or unhoused American, is richer than 90% of the rest of the world. So it comes down to perspective. I used to do this thing where I'd worry about, oh, I got to make this much money. And to this day, I still have certain times where, as an entrepreneur, it's feast or famine. But my perspective now is one of gratitude. I am so envious of myself. I am envious of the fact that I have lost 315 pounds, that I get to go for long walks. I can do push-ups. I drink water. I prioritize my health. I have a family of my own that came from my loins. I have, a mother that's still in her right mind at 78 years old. Wow. I am so envious of the life that I have. I'm jealous that I'm going to get up and I'm going to go on a book tour. I am jealous of future me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think when we start looking at what wealth actually is, it's not the accumulation of stuff. Because when Rodney Perry dies, right, people are going to say, listen, y'all can say whatever you want, but that man had a phenomenal career. He was the wind beneath a whole lot of people's wings. There's a whole lot of people, whether they choose to admit it or not, would not be gracing a stage, would not have a book, would not have had, sellout comedy tours, would not have had funny specials, would not have had a successful talk show if it was not for the time, energy, skills, and efforts of what Rodney Perry brought to the table. That's your wealth. Your wealth is your legacy. Wow. That and the 17 and a half children you have.
Hey, man, I'm Rodney Perry. That's Dave Anderson. Name of the show is 5 Quick Questions. Dave, yes, last thing. How do people stay in touch, bro?
Man, it's the easiest thing in the world. I'm on all social media platforms at The Business Bully. You can always shoot me a DM if you want to work with me. Also, I'm doing a brand new thing. My team has developed a brand new publishing house, and we are teaching people how to market their books after we ghostwrite them for you. So you sit down with me or one of my people, and we talk about your story, then we craft your story, and then we show you how to create a best-selling book. Because when I was poor and I didn't have anything, I called a certain gentleman and I said, yo, I'm about to write a book. And he said, man, I'm so proud of you. I said, why? He said, because when you write a book, you become an instant expert. And 22 books later, this man was writing. That man was Rodney Perry. So your book is the story that God gave you on your heart that you need to go out here and tell the rest of the world. And I love the fact that I'm helping people bring their stories to life. So get at me. I'm here.
My man. Hey, Dave, I love you, bro. Thank you, man.
I love you more, man. Thank
you. 5
for
quick questions. What?